Starting off with the first subject, which was an assassin bug. Assassin bugs are most of the time difficult for me to photograph because, for one, they never sit still and their heads and eyes are really small, so it is difficult to tell if the eyes and head will be in focus in the shot. Since it was moving non-stop, all I could really do was spray and pray and hope that at least one would be in focus. This next find was a pair of flies on the underside of this leaf. Since flies are very skittish most of the time, I knew that trying to move them would just result in them flying away, so I just had to deal with them being underneath the leaf. Getting the best shot possible in situations like this can be a little challenging, so I recommend keeping a piece of paper, cloth, or anything white on you to use while you are taking photos. Have it under your camera while you are taking photos, and I recommend this because the light from your flash won't cover the whole subject since the light will be partially blocked from what it is on, and in my case it was the leaf. Having something like a piece of paper will act as a reflector, which will help get more light onto your subjects. This next shot, I was going for a minimalistic look since the surrounding flowers weren't as close to the main one that I was going to shoot. To do this, I set my aperture to f2.8 to have the cleanest background possible and shot away. I really like how this one turned out. Found a crab spotter on this flower. For the shot, my goal was to get an eye level shot with a yellow background from another flower that was close by. The first shot I took wasn't exactly what I wanted because of the dark background, but I still like it. For the next shot, I changed up the angle and I went a little lower, and I was able to get the kind of background I wanted. Let me know which style you like more, the dark background or the yellow. Here I found a very interesting set of wildflowers. Easily the most unique flowers I've come across so far while out in the field because of their X shapes. Really liked how this shot turned out. For the first shot of this session, I spotted a male spotted orb weaver resting on this branch. Usually these spiders are pretty easy to photograph, so I wasn't worried about it running away. My goal with this shot was to just get a nice detailed stack and have the front legs and most of the thorax in focus. I like the shot, and I really feel like the two baby spiders just adds a little extra to it. And since this spider was chill, I wanted to try another shot, but this one I wanted a lower angle portrait style shot. This shot was a little more challenging since I was shooting at a higher magnification, but after a few tries, I got a good stack. This one is easily one of my favorite spider shots of the year. Really like the composition on this one, and it's so much different from the other shot. I highly recommend shooting your subjects from different angles and magnifications because you can get such different results. Found an interesting caterpillar here. Its body was covered in plant fragments, but at the time I thought that it might have been some kind of infection. Later on, I did a little research and I looked at several other photos of these caterpillars and they all looked similar. Apparently, this is a defense mechanism. They do this to blend in with their surroundings to hide from potential predators. Really cool find. I love when I find unique things like this. This butterfly was in a tough spot. Since it was low to the ground, I knew I had to open my aperture to get the kind of shot I wanted, because if I shot it at my usual aperture, which is usually between 6.3 and 8, then the background would partially be in focus. With most of my shots, I try to go for a clean background if possible, because a cluttered background will sometimes take the attention away from the subject. Found another buckeye butterfly, but this time it was getting eaten by a spider. For the shot, I was hoping to take advantage of the bokeh background that was caused by the sunlight hitting the dew-covered grass in the background. I really like the bokeh in this shot, really adds a lot to it in my opinion. A solid 2 days out. I'm really happy with the shots that I was able to get. My favorite is the caterpillar shot because I've never seen that before and it's unique. Let me know what your favorite shot was down in the comments. If you like this video, then make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.